Okay, guys, guys, welcome back. So basically, so when I left off yesterday, I was basically just looking for a query, problem query, and basically, what I had to do was, if you can remember, I was working on the SQL Query Browser. So basically, I I ran this query to select stuff from this very um, well-written query. Um, and basically, I was looking for the top 10 consuming query in the past 2 hours. Basically, the query that you see here is 120 and 24 by 60 is just that's just for 2 hours. That's just again, if you wanted to, if you let's say you want to look up 4 hours, then it'd be 240. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm just gonna rerun this script and basically and just show you exactly what's going on with my output. So apparently now I do not have as much activity, you know, going on in the database as I did during my previous demo. But basically, what I still need to do is I need to be able to extract make sure that I have a SQL text for each one of the SQL ID. If you can remember, the problem was yesterday that I was not there were no SQL statement that were SQL statement that were found inside of the SQL ID. So basically, what I will do now is I'm just going to show you a quick short query to look up the text inside of your the SQL ID. So basically, you just have to issue the select, and you just paste it on copy this and paste on SQL Plus. So basically, you select SQL text, SQL underscore text from the $SQL area with SQL ID, and then you place the SQL ID in the quotes in the single quotes. I will actually just go again. So let me just go with the first one. Um, and then see if I have any text in this SQL ID. So lucky me, I do have text in the SQL ID. So basically, so previously, again, you're not always gonna get a text. Just be mindful of that. So if I run um do this. If I was to run, I'll probably just if I copy this and paste it and run it, and this is probably an old script again, so that I'll only have 2 hours here at the top. So it's probably not gonna work now. Definitely would have worked yesterday, but anyway. So now that I have my script, what I need to do is I need to be able to create a diagnostic task. You can remember again. So the steps are you identify the problem SQL queries. You record the SQL ID for the top consuming SQL queries. So which would be this one. And basically, and then you create a diagnostic task using the declare SQL block. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm gonna create my task. Before actually I do that, I need to just make sure that I have my SQL ID, copy that, and then paste it in this PL/SQL block, and basically just copy the entire block and then paste it on SQL Plus, and then now I'm creating my tuning task, my diagnostic task. I mean. And then what I need to do is also if you can, if I just to make sure if I wanted to review my but see what the task that I have in my database are. What I can actually do is just run this script And inside of what I'm actually calling for the script is a db underscore advisor underscore task, and that is a table that actually basically stores that has information on all the tasks that are you know that are currently in your database. So what I need to do is I'm gonna copy that and then paste it on here and run it. And then basically, so if you look at the list, the most recent one is this one, which is what I just created, the task code per task, which is task underscore per task. Okay. So what I'll do is, I just created a task, but again, so the steps are you have to create and you have to execute a task, before you can actually get, any kind of, reporting done. So what I need to do next is I'm gonna copy this other script, the execute script, and um, and then paste it on SQL Plus. Okay, so now that I have executed my task, if you look at the steps that I have here, so you execute a task and then you go to generate a report for your task. So basically, in terms of generating a report, let me just go down to the bottom just a little bit. Okay, you have you have a couple of choices. So basically, you can either just you can generate a report for a single SQL statement, or you can generate a report using the different types, the different format types. So basically, you have type underscore HTML, you have type underscore text, you have a couple of other formats you can choose. So basically, if you wanna just make it more have it use the default, then basically you can just run this script. So but anyways, what I'll do is uh and again, so if you look at it, if you look at these two scripts, they're not vastly different, right? Because here I still have my procedure, right? Report diagnosis tab, but here I just have additional fields, and all these fields are actually optional. If and you can just make you can just make your report very specific. Um, so what I'll do is I would actually just again I'm going to type in set server out on. Okay. And then what I'll do is I'm going to just copy this script, and I'm using HTML as my format, and paste it. So basically, what just happened is that I just went over basically all the errors that have taken place, errors and fixes that have taken place inside the database, right? So basically, again, it's a very, it's a sizable output. So, uh, but if you look at what's going on here, it just says, okay, again, so pretty much Oracle seems to have fixed all of the errors that that I think that would record inside the database. Um, okay, there you go. So pretty much, this is more of a you if you are able to just look at the different, as I just said, fixes and just get a sense of what exactly is going wrong inside the database. So what I'll do next is I'm actually gonna also run this report. So copy this and then paste it. So basically basically, if you look at again, so what I'm doing is I'm just going over my that single SQL statement, right, which is the I believe the give me 1 second if I can find the SQL ID. Yes. Okay. So just to be very again, so this the single XKS statement is basically is the most specific, more sort of it's more of a targeted report. So basically that means that okay, I have a script, I have my SQL ID, and then and if you look at the bottom, after the after the script, you be able to find what the patch or the fix. Again, the patch and fix are the same thing. So again, don't when you think of patch, don't think of okay, a Oracle patch as in if you have a 12.0.1 and then the patch will be 12.0.3. That is not the case. Here, the patch is just a fix. It's a recommended fix by the SQL Repair Advisor. So what? Okay, so there are no patches to resolve this problem, right? But if there were, basically I would be able to run this this script, be the the accept SQL patch task name sys. So what I'll do now is let me actually just let's actually see what's going to be displayed. I already have a this should be redisplayed because I don't have any there are no recommendation, but let's try it out so you guys can see it. Okay, there you go. So missing SQL text of statement object. So basically, I do not have any text. Obviously, there are no recommendations. But I just wanted you to, again, this is that you encounter if you were to say if you were to try to basically just run a basically just run a an accept patch when you have not been given when you do not have any recommendation. So what I'll do next is let me go over to my tutorial. Also, again, so this is the script that I just ran to apply my recommended patch. It's also going to be referred to as a profile. So again, patch is a fix, and also is also called a profile. So just remember those terms. And also, you can actually manually create a patch. So manually creating a patch, you basically let's say you wanted to attach a hint to a SQL statement. Then basically that's what this will enable you to do. So basically what you do is you just use the package dbms SQL diag internal underscore internal. So what I've been doing is I've been using the dbms underscore SQL diag. So internal one is specifically for creating for user created or for manually created SQL patches. So basically here you would say okay SQL text and then put your table here, okay, of course, and then put in hint text and then you put okay hint you put you put parallel, you put the table name and you put in okay if you wanted to do more of a the 10 as your hint, then you'd be able to do that, and then the next parameter will be the name of your SQL patch. And basically, to apply this patch, you would just run this statement, diag, SQL diag that accepts SQL patch, the name of the patch, and basically, and if you can recall, basically, again, so accept SQL patch here, I have my task name, but because you have a manually created SQL patch, basically you just have to be able to assign that particular patch name. Or basically just run that particular patch name. And also, so when you're done, you can actually just drop that particular patch by running dbms SQL diag drop SQL patch, and then you put the name as the patch name. And again, so here this is just something to note. You do not have any created executed task. You know, there's if you go with advisor, it's basically just you're more in control because you have a patch and you're looking to have a specific uh action be done. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll actually just again not to have you know I'm only demoing here, so what I need to do is I'm just gonna get rid of this task that I've just created and then move on to the next advisor. There you go. Okay, for the next advisor, I'm actually gonna focus on the streams performance advisor, right? So basically what the streams performance advisor does is it actually it just is basically it's used for if for to monitor to get information on your streams configuration. So this what it does is it's gonna gather okay information on the different components of your streams, the different processes, just a lot of the internals. And basically if you look at what I have listed here, the capture process, apply process, the queues, the transaction apply rate, and then basically you would have to refer to the documentation to be able to get to see what these settings should be optimally should be set to, and then the package that this advisor relies on, that you rely on to be able to um, execute perform operations with this advisor is the DNS streams advisor underscore ADM. So what I'll do next is I do not have a streams configuration. What I'll do is let me save this. What I'll do is I'm actually going to give me 1 second. I am going to open up my streams performance advisor document. So basically here I have the different scripts. So the first thing you want to do, again, so if you have a streams configuration and you want to be able to, examine on the, or just review performance statistics, you need to run this command, the DBMS streams advisor ADM that procedures analyze current performance. Basically, what this is gonna do is this is gonna analyze the performance of your stream. It's gonna basically it's going to go over all the different items um that I just stated, and basically it's gonna give you the statistics for all these components. So what I'll do is I'm just gonna run this on my SQL Plus, and it's actually recommended by Oracle to uh run it 2 or 3 times. Basically, you need to have the reason why you're doing this. You need to have multiple advisor run ID. Basically, what you will do, you'll be able to say, okay, from advisor run ID 1, I have this performance, and then from advisor run ID 2, I'm able to have this performance. So you can actually just gauge and see, exactly what type of workloads actually inside of the take how the workload is affecting the streams configuration and the performance for the database overall. So run this twice, second time, and what I'll do is actually let me run it a third time. So basically what this did is so now I should have, if I had a stream configuration, and basically this procedure would actually just be again just going over my stream configuration, and basically what I would have now is I would have 3 advisor run IDs. So, if I query, if I run this query now, I'll select distinct advisor run ID because I do not have streams configured. This is more of a how to do how to you know how to do how to perform SQL performance advisor operations as opposed to having an actual streams set up. What I'll do is I'm just gonna run the script, and this is what you would typically do if after running these three analyze current performance at different at different various increments. So again, so this is not unexpected, as I just told you. But if you had streams, then basically you would show, okay, advanced one ID 1, 2, or 3, and basically you would say, okay, so I have these, and I'll be able to review the statistics for this particular advanced one ID or for that particular advanced one ID. So basically, and next, if you wanted to just go over the components, each components in each of your databases, and then basically you would need to query this table, the DBA streams TP component. So if I was to copy this and paste it onto my SQL Plus, and again, so no selected, what I'm doing is I'm just taking you to the different scripts that I have. And if you wanted to review your performance statistics and session statistics, you would type in select star from you requiring the DBA streams TP component stat. What I'll do is I'm just going to copy this and then paste it, and we'll select it. And if you wanted to check the database that have streams component, you would actually just type in for this table DBA streams TP database. Copy this and then paste it. And again, so this is actually a very good it has some information that you get that you need to be aware of. So with this, inside this table, right, you have this, if you look at the management pack access column, you have the diagnosis and tuning, right? So you need to have access to this package or to this feature to be able to do a lot of what I'm currently doing with the different advisors, and maybe some other just tuning, and to be able to perform like additional tuning operations. So and then this is part of the enterprise edition. So if you do not have this, then a lot of features that are very that are there to help a DBA on a day-to-day basis will not be available for you. So do make sure you have this diagnostic and tuning license, so you can have access to all the different features, and and you'll be able to tune your environment, you'll be more of, okay, you'll be able to find out, okay, so if I need to be able to tune this, then I do have access to this feature, as opposed to not being able to to access that particular feature. But anyways, I'm digressing, so let me go back to what I was saying. So what I'll do is, if you wanted to go over the bottleneck components, right? If there were any bottleneck components that inside of your stream configuration, stream setup, then basically you would use this query. You would query the DBA streams TP path bottleneck table, right? And then bottleneck identified, yes, that's the column, and then you put that advisor one ID, which is an ID that you receive from the earlier analyze current performance procedure. But if I run this, of course, I do not have an advisor one ID, so we're just to kind of just see what Oracle is gonna say. Of course, missing an exception, right? I need to have my advisor one ID. Okay, so if you wanted next, if you wanted to just review your statistics for the streams path, then you would query select star from DBA streams TP path stat. So I'm gonna copy this and then paste it onto SQL Plus. And okay, and then the last one is the if you wanted to basically just have a just go over the movement, the message flows inside of your for different components. They basically would actually just you would first set up your columns, right? So this is my I need to have these two columns set up, the DB and desk DB column. And then what I'll do is, and again, so just going over the script here at the bottom. Since I do not have streams configured, again, so if you look at, let me just copy this. If you look at the script, um, there's a lot going on here, right? You have, different columns being queried. Okay, that's expected, right? But also you do have, a particular, it gets really detailed here. You have the decode, and then you're going over the different, so definitely you need to have stream configuration for you to run this query and, and have it be effective. So, what I'll do is I'm gonna copy this. I've just made that simple modification. Copy this and then paste it on here, and then Novo gets selected. Okay, so pretty much, if you had, this would basically enable you to we go over the movement, the message flow for different components inside of inside of the streams configuration. So let me just go back to my tutorial. So the reason why I went over the different scripts, and again, so this is the last script that I'm going to check message movements between each component. And again, so this script would again just check the message flow. But but the reason why I ran all those different scripts is I wanted you to basically I wanted to go over the different the dictionary views that are supported with Advisor, the Stream Performance Advisor. Basically, the different tables are again, so the TP component link, TP component. Let me see, TP component stat, TP database, TP path, bottleneck, TP path stat. And basically, so again, so I just wanted you to be able to see, okay, so if I have if I needed, if I'm looking at, let's say for example, TP component length, then what does that store? That actually stores, and information about the message flows inside of the, for my streams configuration. And also, this is just remember, that previews are going to be purged after you exit your session. So there's not going to be any long term data storing. Basically, once you exit your session, then all this data will be gone. Okay, let me go to the next slide. So now I'm going to cover the meantime to recovery advisor. So I'm going to now close, save this, and then I'm going to open up my meantime to recovery advisor document. Minimize this. Okay. So anyways, what I'm actually doing is I am basically just give me 1 second. There you go. Okay, so the meantime to recovery advisor basically is just it's actually for a it's for the it's for your recovery configuration, right? So basically what it is it's how much time should your database take to restart after there's a crash or a failure to sort of shut down. And basically um it's gonna actually recommend what you should set your MTTR setting to. That's the purpose of MTTR advisor, and it's going to show you how your current setting is actually going to affect performance. So basically, you might have more physical rights because you have a more particular setting over another setting. And then so if you again, so what we're actually looking for here is the fast start MTTR target. And this is actually going to be measured in a second. And again, so as I just said, so the MTTR, mandatory recovery, is more of it's a general overview term for this process, right? But when you get into the particulars, this is the parameter that you have to be able that you have to monitor. The range for this parameter is the range of value for this parameter is 0 to 3600. So if you were to say, if you were to, go, if realistically you cannot set this below zero. And again, it's not gonna happen. So basically, if you were to set it to, let's say, past 3600, and basically, have 3700 as your threshold, and then it's gonna be reset to 3600. You cannot go past that 3600 as your maximum value. So basically, how you enable FSMT, which is fast start memory MTTR target, you need to set it to a non-zero value, right? So actually, these are all the steps: set to non-zero value, and then ensure that you have statistics level set to either all or typical. Um, Let me get to my SQL Plus. So basically, here what you have is you have what I'll do is let me just go over. So I need to just run a number of show parameters commands, right? So first thing I need to confirm that I have my statistics level set to all or typical. So I would type in show parameter statistics level. So mine is currently set to typical, right? So that, again, so I'm halfway there already. So next I need to run show and check my fast start MTTR so target. So show parameter fast start. And also the neat thing about running a show parameter is you don't have to type out the entire text. Just type in, again, just relevant portions of it, and you'll be able to query that particular parameter. So here I do not have my fast start MTTR target enabled because it's set to zero, right? But actually, if I was to just do more investigating, right, I would actually find out that this is not the actual value. I do have a recovery a length of time for my recovery. It's actually set to 15 seconds. So if I was to do this, if I was to let me before I get to ahead of myself here. So here at the bottom again, so mine is currently disabled. So what I need to do is go to the next slide. So before I do that, I'm just gonna glance over a very important concept very fast. So basically, with FSMT performance, right, it's actually just it's based on both the video log file size and also the MTTR setting. So basically, this is a really broad conversation, that you can get into, right? It's a huge topic. What is how does video log file size affect the FSMT and performance, and how does MTTR setting affect the FSMT performance? So you have these basically there. Again, the concepts are either one either the video log file size drives the FSMT performance, or the FSMT sort of the setting, or the MTTR setting actually drives the that configuration, that configuration that you made for MTTR setting actually drives FSMT performance. So again, just I do have some, I think I have some just some some general some information on how these two the process. But and again, but this is more of a this is a different topic than basically what I'm currently focusing on. So again, so what I do is just go to the next slide. Um, and basically what I'll do is I'm going to run my before I run this code, I'm going to just show you what I just said earlier, that that this value being 0 is misleading. So if I was to query my current MTTR, there's actually a value for my MTTR setting, right? So if I copy this and paste it on my SQL Plus, just give myself some space here. Then basically, this is my current MTTR setting, which is 21 seconds. That's how long it's gonna take for my recovery to recover my database after a failure or a crash. So basically, what I'm gonna do is, I do not have a target as of yet. But what I'll do is, I will first of all, I would reset my fast start MTTR target to a value greater than 0 to enable it. So I would run this query, the fat auto system set, and copy this, and then let's say I'm gonna set it to let's say 19. Okay. So I do have a value for my FSMT now. So if I was to run triple and fast start, I would have is set to 19 now. But basically, so if I was to run this again, and again, so this is very important. If you have the fast start and start target enabled, then you need to make sure that these uh, parameters all have a value of all set to 0. So if I was to say, okay, so I just set my fast start MTT target to 19, then I need to just confirm that these other ones are set to 0. So I would do a show parameters log checkpoint. You can see checkpoint timeout 1800. So what I'll do is alter system set log checkpoint timeout is equal to 0. Okay, and confirm that. Okay, and then I need to also check my interval, which is, that you can see up here, log checkpoint interval is actually, again, so I've already put this is set to 0. And also just check my fast start IO target. I should already have this up here, so it's also set to 0. So I only have to change one of the three parameters. The other one will already set to 0. Basically, again, so I've changed these parameters. So now I have my fast start MTTR target and my FSMT enabled. So what I need to do next is I need to query my current and my estimated and my target MTTR. So if I was to go back and run my select target MTTR again, copy this, and paste in SQL plus. Just give myself some space here. Okay, so basically I have, so as you just saw, as you can see now, so previously, right, I had a estimated MTTR of 21 and I had no target MTTR. But now that I've enabled FSMT, then basically target that now I have a value for my target MTTR, which is 23 now. So basically what you need to do is, and again, this is so like all could recommend that I change to 23. So what I can do is, I can either do that, but, then again, so it's 19, 23, 21, same, sort of same, ballpark. But just for the sake of this demo, what I'll do is, I'm going to change it. Our system set fast start to 23. And then, there you go. So, just give some time, for this setting to, to be, sort of, to be set in, setting to the, database. You need to, it does require you to have a workload to, just to get this, this change in configuration sort of, permanently, um, you know, you know, sort of ingrained inside your database. So what I do next is I would actually just, I have this one performance dynamic performance view, which is a vMTTR target advice, right? Basically it's gonna store advice on the effects of my FSMT settings, right? So I just changed my FSMT to 23. So now, let's actually let's actually quickly uh let's quickly run this scribe on my MTTR, copy this, MTTR v dollar MTTR target advice. Again, these are my columns. What I'll do is I'm actually going to query this table. So basically, what you have here is, again, so as I just showed you, you're gonna have statistics on the physical on the IOVs for data. So let me bring this up here. Okay, so again, so statistics on physical IOVs per row of data, physical IO factor, a ratio of estimated IOs to actual IOs with current FSMT setting. So basically, it's just telling you, okay, so you've set your FSMT to this, and this is gonna be the effects of your on your database. Uh, and and basically, so remember, I had 19 and I had 23, right? So basically, just remember, it takes time for Oracle to be able to gather this information for you, right? You need to when you change a FSMT setting, then basically just give time for the workload to be to be gathered by Oracle, and then so it can give you a proper assessment, right? So and then so every time you change the FSMT setting, the old information on the old FSMT setting is actually flushed out by Oracle, and then the statistics for the new settings actually again is going to be placed inside of it's going to be stored inside of this table. And again, so here at the bottom again, so you need to have a workload to be able to compute the statistics. So again, so I just queried. I just again, so what I just described my table and I queried my table. So pretty much again, you really can't say a whole lot about this this table. You just have to be able to say, okay, so if I have if I have let's say okay, advice, okay, advice status is on, okay, that's fine. Their limit 81, 8661, 1309. So basically So you just have to go over this data and see what are going to be the effects on your database. Um, and so for my database, it's just more of a as in it's not you know this is not a production. This is more of a demo environment, and I'm only using for demo. So it's not really just I'm just saying this is not and none of these are critical. So but just be mindful of this is this is just an option for you can query this to see okay what your MT2 setting should be set to. So what I do is I'm actually gonna minimize this and then come over to my final advisor, which is my data recovery advisor. Actually, before I do that, what I'll do is I'm going to pause here. I'm going to stop here and then I'll come back to cover the data recovery advisor. Thank you so much for watching.